Hi guys, this is Vineet and I welcome you to this video. Today's topic is how you can upgrade a database by using a detach and detach operation. Alright, before we proceed ahead, I would request you guys to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel as it will help you in getting the notification. So in order to subscribe, there's a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button. It will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. Let me give you 5 seconds to subscribe. Alright, I hope you should have subscribed by now. Now, let's move ahead. There are some points to remember while watching this video. Please watch this video till the end to gain better clarity of the concept, and if it's possible for you, please watch this video twice or as many times as you like until the concept gets clear to you. Perform any exercises in lab and test environments only. Do not touch any production environment or production databases. We would like to know your thoughts regarding our videos. So please share your comments, suggestions, feedback, any requirements, any stories related to SQL Server in day-to-day usage, or maybe any instances where my content has helped you somewhere in some way. You may share all of that stuff. We eagerly wait for your comments and would love to hear from you. Alright. I've created some playlists for you to watch. Some of them are database design, tables, business continuity, indexing, performance tuning, and integration services. This video belongs to the database design category, which has more than 61 videos. And I keep on adding videos to various playlists during the course of time. And why do I create playlist? The reason behind that is that will help you in learning in a particular specific area or a particular domain. For example, if you want to learn about the database design stuff, you should go to the SQL Server database design playlist and watch all of the videos present in the playlist, starting from the beginning till the end. So it makes you master in any particular area. Otherwise, if you watch random videos in all the areas, you won't be able to understand it in a better way. So it's my advice is to go through a playlist if you want to learn about any particular topic. All right, a particular area or a particular domain. All right. So I hope you would do so. And sorry guys. So let's talk about the number of total videos posted on my channel. So right now the count is somewhere around 208 videos. The count not updated on this slide. Otherwise I have more than 200 videos. Exact count is 208 as of now. This is the 209th video which I'm recording, and apart from that I have a channel page link mentioned over here. All of the links for these playlists and the channel page link can be found in the video description area, so please go ahead and check them out. In case you are watching this video randomly, yeah, I would suggest going to the playlist first and watch out all the videos from starting till the end. Alright, let's go back to today's topic, which is upgrading a database using the detach and attach operation. So this topic describes basically how to use the detach and attach operation to upgrade a database in SQL Server. And after being attached to SQL Server, the database is available immediately and is automatically upgraded. So that's an important point. Let me take you to my note slide. Alright, so the point I was mentioning is that after being when we attach okay when we attach database to SQL Server, the database is available immediately and automatically upgraded as well. Let me see if I can use a different color for this. Yeah, this looks well. So when we attach a database to a SQL Server, the database is available immediately and it automatically gets upgraded as well. And once the database is upgraded, this prevents the database from being used with an older version of the database engine. So once your database, in case it gets upgraded, you cannot use the same database files with the older version of SQL Server. So keep that in mind, and that's very important. Now if we talk about the metadata upgrade, it does not affect the database compatibility level setting of the database. Alright. So regarding metadata upgrade, we are okay. But yeah, once your database gets upgraded, it cannot be used with the older version of the SQL Server. So there are some important points before we can begin, right? So let me mark it as points to remember, maybe. And this is a heading, so let me give it a different color quickly. And let's choose maybe the orange color if we have this one, or maybe dark orange, I don't know. This one looks better. Yeah, this one is better. Okay, so the points to remember, the first point is that the system databases cannot be attached. So we cannot detach and attach a system database to another system, so they cannot be attached. So let me put it as attach. All right. Give me a minute, guys. So guys, let's talk about the scenario when we are attaching a replicated database. So a replicated database has copies present on different servers. So in the case we are attaching a replicated database that was copied instead of detached. So basically in the case of replicated databases, we do not detach the database from the original server, but instead we copy the database and move it across or copy it across to a different server. But the database remain there in the original server as well. Now if you the database, if you have whatever you have copied from the one of the replication server nodes, if you attach to an upgraded version of the same server, so if you attach the database to the upgraded version of the same server instance, alright, you must execute the sp v upgrade replication stored procedure. You can execute that. Let me ignore the error messages. To basically upgrade the replication after the attach operation finishes. Alright, and second point is, if you attach that copied database, so if you attach that particular database to a different server instance, okay, so if you attach the database to a different server instance, and this is regardless of the version, you must execute another stored procedure, which is sp removed b replication, and this is the stored procedure name. Alright, to basically remove replication after the attach operation finishes. Okay. I think we should not be discussing these points now. Let me remove these notes. So the main point of concern here is we are not using any replicated database, so I don't want to mention it here. But yeah, the main point to remember is that you cannot attach a system database. All right. Now let me tell you the procedure to upgrade a database by using detach or attach. So what is the procedure basically if I talk about? So procedure is there are certain steps. So what would be the step 1 of the procedure? Step 1 is to detach a database. Step 2 would be to optionally move the detached database file or files and the log file or files, or maybe database files and log files, I would say. Alright, and regarding this, if I say, let me write on step 2, and so you should move the log files. We had discussed this previously as well, so you should move the log files along with the data files, even if you intend to create new log files. I've discussed this point in earlier video as well. Alright, so you should watch that video as well. So whenever you move the database file, you should move the log file around as well, right? Even if you intend to create new log files, because what we have seen in some cases, reattaching the database requires its existing log files to be present, right? And therefore what we would say, always keep all the detached log files until the database has been successfully attached without them. Alright, so yeah, please keep this point in your view. And the thing is, if you, again, that's the same point, but yeah, if you try to attach the database without specifying the log file, this is also an important point. In case you have not watched the previous video, let me reiterate and re-mention it. Now, if you try to attach the database without specifying the log file, what the attach operation will do, the attach operation will look for the log file in its original location. Now if the original file or original copy of the log still exists in that original location, what happens is that copy gets attached. Alright, so if the file is present in original location, it will get automatically attached. And to basically avoid this, to avoid using the original log file, either you specify the path of the new log file. Alright, one thing is you can specify the path of the new log file, or maybe you can remove the original copy of the log file, obviously after copying it to the new location so that you still have the backup available. Yeah, you can do these two things. Now the step 3, if we are talking about step 3, is to attach the copied files to the instance of SQL Server. Alright, now let me take you through an example, and this example basically upgrades a copy of a database from the early version of SQL Server. Alright, so we also have two instances of SQL Server. So this one is the 2022 version. I have another instance running, which is the 2019 version. So what we can do, we can upgrade a database by detaching it from the 2019 server version and take it to the higher version 2022 to upgrade it. And we will use the transact SQL statement that will be executed in the query editor window that is connected to the server instance to which it is attached. So for example, let's create a database quickly. Let's close this, or maybe not close this because okay, let's create a new query editor window, and first of all let me execute this window against this. Okay, let's disconnect from this server, close all the query windows, and we are on the 2019 server instance of SQL Server, and let's create a database over here. And this database, let's simply do a create database, and let's name a database as my database. Alright, so let's get this database created. So I've executed a statement. Now a database is created. If you refresh the databases section, you will see my database present over here. Now what I want to do is I want to detach this database from here and attach it on the 2022 version. So in order to detach the file, execute a query against the 2019 server instance version. So again, we need to be in the master database first of all, and you need to issue go statement, and after that type execute. The stored procedure to detach is sp detach db, and you provide the argument db name to it, and in our case the name will be my database, and is for Unicode thing, so mention n along with that, and let's do a go. Let's execute it to before we would detach this database. Just check the location of the files for this database. So go to file section. The location is in MySQL 15 instance 2019, right? And the main folder is SQL Server 2019. So let's copy this location and go there quickly. So what are the database files for this database? So what's the name of the database? My database, right? So we have my database MDF and the log file. These two files are required, and these two files are being used here, right? Now let's perform the detach operation. After that, the database will get removed or delinked from here. Let's execute it. It's executed. If you refresh the database section, now you won't see the my database over here, right? On the left hand side you don't see my database, so it's detached. And what we need to do, we need to copy the files from the original location. So let's copy out these files, and let's move it to the same folder we used in the earlier video. Let's copy it to MySQL Server folder on the C drive, and I will attach it from here. Alright, and we have copied the data and log files. And if we talk about any production servers, what we would recommend is place a database and transaction log on a separate disk, though we have copied the files to the same disk. It's not a production server. So putting the database and log file on a separate servers provide you some performance benefits. Alright, so okay, and now we want to attach this database to 2022 version. So let's close this instance so that we should not get confused. We are closing 2019 instance of the database. Now let's connect to the usual 2022 instance of the SQL Server that we are running. So let's attach my database over here, right? So let's trigger a query. It should be executing against master database, otherwise you need to mention use master as a command. So it's in master database, so that's fine with us. And at bottom also you can ensure it's connected to master. Now basically you do a create database for any attachment. So we are creating a new database here. The new database name will be my database. So guys, now these files are from 2019 version of SQL Server. So as soon as I will attach it to this version 2022, they will get upgraded to 2022 version of SQL Server. After that, they cannot be used with the previous version of SQL Server. We cannot use these files with the previous version of SQL Server. So keep that in mind, and let's do open and close bracket and specify the path of the new file. So it's in this folder. You can copy the path from here. The name of the file is my database mdf, and another file is my database underscore log ldf. So my database dot mdf, and the second file is, you need to put comma between specifying two files, and next file is it's not my database 2, just my database mdf. And so my database, okay, my database under log.ldf file is the second file we want to use. And after that you need to specify the for attach command to attach these files. Put a semicolon and we are fine. Let's execute this statement. They are looking fine to me, but one of the clause is missing. So these are file names, so you need to specify the file name clause with each. Okay, that's why they were giving the error message. So this is the statement you need to execute to attach the database. So let's attach it. Now you see you got some comments over here. Just watch these comments. So it's converting a database from version, which one, 904, to the current version, which is 957. Alright, which is SQL Server version 2022, and this one version is SQL Server 2019. So it is indicating under the messages that it is upgrading the component. So it is running various steps to perform the upgrade. So database is now upgraded to the new version. So this line is important, which indicates that database is being converted or upgraded. Alright. Now when you refresh the databases section, you will see that database, but okay, this is the database, right? My database, and it is using these files, and these files are upgraded as well. You see the timestamp is indicating the current timestamp. They are upgraded basically, indicated by this first line. Alright, so these files now cannot be detached and attached to a system which is SQL Server 2019, as the database is upgraded now. Alright, so guys, I hope you got it. And alright, so the practical is done. Now the next step, let's cover some theory part. So what after, I would say, upgrading the SQL Server database, right? So this will be the topic, and let's mark it with a different color. Okay guys, let's not discuss this topic. Instead, let's talk about the database compatibility level after the upgrade. So what happens to the database compatibility level? So if we talk about after the upgrade, the database compatibility level remains at the compatibility level before the upgrade. Alright, unless the previous compatibility level is not supported on the new version. If the new version doesn't support the previous compatibility version, it will upgrade the compatibility level of the database. Otherwise, if the new version supports the previous compatibility level, it will not upgrade the compatibility level, but keep it as is. Now let me give you an example. If you attach a database that was compatible at the compatibility level 90 before attaching to the instance of SQL Server 2019, which is 15.x version, after the upgrade the compatibility level is set for the database because SQL Server 2019 doesn't support 90 compatibility level. So the compatibility after the upgrade will be set to 100, which is the lowest supported compatibility level in SQL Server 2019. So this is one of the things I wanted to discuss. Let me type that example for you. So for example, I'm sharing if you attach a database that was having compatibility level having compatibility level 90 before the upgrade. Alright, before sorry um, for example, if you attach a database that was having compatibility level 90 before attaching it to instance of SQL Server 2019, which is 15.x version as well. Uh, so the SQL Server 2019 version doesn't support the compatibility level of 90. So the minimum compatibility level supported by SQL Server 2019 is 100 compatibility level. So if you try to attach a database with the compatibility 90 to a SQL Server version 2019, after the upgrade of database, the compatibility level gets set to 100, which is the lowest compatibility level in SQL Server 2019. So this is just an example for that. Now, how do you manage metadata on the upgraded server instance? Now, when you attach the database onto another server instance, and to provide a consistent experience to users and applications, you might have to recreate some or all of the metadata for the database, such as logins, jobs, and permissions on the other server instance. So that you need to see. I think that's it. We are done with this video. And today we have discussed about how you can upgrade a database using our detach and attach operation, and we have discussed 3 steps under that. Step 1 is to detach a database, and then we move the detached database files or copy the database files and the log files to a different location. And what we do after that, we attach the copied files to the upgraded version of SQL Server or another instance of SQL Server having upgraded version. Alright, so we are done with this video. Let me take you back to the slides. So today's topic was upgrading a database using detach and attach. Guys, in case you need the PDF copy of the notes, in case you don't want to write the notes, the best practice is to write the notes as I teach along in the video. So in case you're not able to write down the PDF notes, you can again watch the video and write down the same. In case you don't want to write down the notes and instead want a PDF file for the same, I can provide you the same, but that would be chargeable. INR 25 per page is the charge. So if you are asking for a PDF having 4 pages of information, the charge will be 100 rupees. So if you want to get a PDF copy, just send me an email on my email address mentioned on this slide. And once I get your email, please do mention the topic while you send the email. So once I get your email, I will send you the payment link, and upon making payment, you can download my PDF notes pertaining to the particular topic for which you are requesting. Alright, you will get to PDF notes regarding that only. So yeah, after making payment, you will be able to download the notes. And let's come back to the topic, which is upgrade a database using detach and attach in SQL Server. So we are done with this video. I've demonstrated how you can do this practically. And I hope you like this video. If you really like it, please click on the like button below this video. And also guys, do post in your comment, suggestions, feedback, any requirements. And anything related to SQL Server day-to-day, maybe your day-to-day instances with SQL Server, or you may share the stories about the situations where my content has helped you in some way. You can share those stories, and we eagerly wait for your comments and stories, and do love to read them. So do post in your notes, guys. And also, if you have a good network of friends and you want them to be part of this channel, or you want them to watch my videos, and if you feel my videos will be useful for them and can improve their life, you may share my videos with them via the YouTube share button, and also ask your friends to subscribe to my channel. That would be useful for them. And also, guys, if you have not already subscribed, and if you are a new user to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now. There is a subscribe button below this video. Click on that subscribe button and it will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future videos. So yeah, that's it. Let me give you 5 seconds to do that. Alright, I hope you have subscribed by now. I thank you so much for your time on this video today, and you have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.